Mage Leader here. Welcome to the stream. We're back with Palworld. That's right. Apparently I was enjoying this game or something, because I came back and decided to play it again. So last time, I had no idea what I was doing. This time, I still don't know what I'm doing. But I know a little bit more about what I'm doing than what I knew last time. So, I need to figure out why this cat's sanity keeps going down. What's wrong with it? Says everyone's in good condition. Oh well, I'll worry about it later. I will worry about the cat's sanity later. I don't know how to improve it. I'm just going to leave it the way it is, and nothing bad can possibly happen as a result of my negligence. So when we left off, I was just kind of exploring the map, which is what I'm going to be doing some more of tonight. Monster Hunter Pokemon mashup. It's more like Ark or Rust with Pokemon. I guess there's some slight Monster Hunter-ish leanings with it, but it's really just... It's a survival crafting game. Slacking off, huh? What a bitch. I'm probably going to regret this. Ooh. I haven't tried coming down this way before. It's got some Breath of the Wild in it, I don't know if you've noticed. Egg. I didn't think this through. I was just like, I'll jump over this way. I haven't gone that way yet. And I'm like, oh, there's a reason why. Because this is a fucking sheer cliff face. I don't want to go that way. It's not a good direction to go. So we're going to go elsewhere. Stone. I'm actually getting hungry. I should probably eat something. There we go. Using the sort button still resets the countdown timer on your food spoiling. Which it really shouldn't. But I'm glad that it does, because that's a dumb mechanic, and I appreciate the ability to completely circumvent it. There is something over on those bones. I need to get around to the other side of this. Hey Stormcrow, how's it going? Welcome. Welcome back. It's good to have you. Celebrating the survival of getting through one of my more difficult projects I've taken on. With some chill streak. This is a really nice game to just kind of vibe out with, I found. It's not all that stressful. I was just having a good time yesterday, just chilling out. Just vibing. I was like, I need to do this again. So here we are. We'll see if we pull in those same sort of viewership numbers. Probably not, but that's okay. But there's plenty to chat about tonight, that's for damn sure. There is plenty to talk about. We got into some of it last night. How is Palworld so far? Been able to do any of the Mimi stuff? If you mean giving machine guns to chickens, no. I believe that's largely endgame stuff. I'm still, as you can see by the tutorial thing at the top of the screen, I'm still in the opening hours of the game. Oh, it's a chest. There's a chest on the bones. I walked through blood and bones in New York, trying to find my brother. He was in northern Canada. Just keep on trucking. I am curious about these towers. I might be able to get up this one. Or not. Okay, guess not. I thought I could stand on that ledge, but it's not a ledge. It's a slope. It's a slope. Gotta go a different way. There really is no good way to get to those fossils, is there? I could try and cut across there. Might be able to make it. There's another one of those things over that way. One of those green things that I use. Where are you off to? See, I think I already got one of those. The Celeray, it's called, which is hilarious. Okay, so I don't necessarily have to swim until I get to the deep water. I'm mostly concerned about, like, do I have enough stamina? Or is this all shallow? Is it all shallow? It might be. I think it is. Oh, holy shit. It is. Alright. Well, looky there. Alright, if I do this right... Haha! Climbing the bones. In Manhattan. There's an egg down there. I have too many eggs. I can come back for it later. Okay, now this is the part that I haven't thought through. I gotta try and get across to the end of this stretch of bones. What? I don't like this ride, Mr. Bones. What? Almost there. Oh, God. What? Never take any foothold for granted. Jeez. What? I've already had more enjoyment exploring this world than either of the Breath of the Wild games, because the stuff that I find is actually useful and means something, as opposed to just, oh, here's a new weapon that you'll dispose of in 2 seconds and has worse stats than all the things you currently have. Now I have to try and get back.
What?
Liftmonk is slacking off. Oh, that little bitch. After all that I've done for him. To get up there and crack the whip. Alright, this looks like Shallows. Yeah, it is. Good. Good, good, good. Someone's pinging the fuck out of me on Discord right now. Actually, my notifications across all the platforms have been exploding for the past few hours. Not surprising. Not surprising. That looks suspiciously like something... Wait, no, I did get that. Spark it? Yeah, I think I caught one of those earlier. I think there's one at the top of this spire, too. Saw that earlier. Oh, look, it's one of these assholes. Go, suicide bird! When activated, equips the player and transforms into a rocket launcher? Did I read that right? Oh god, here he goes! Oh my god. That's beautiful. So is he on like cooldown? Okay, I can't bring him back. I can't bring him back to life. I have to get him back to the base. Did he die? Yeah, he blew himself up. He heard the classic song, "Slip and Slide is Painless." And I was like, let's fucking test that shit. These eggs are friggin' everywhere. I don't need any of them. I don't have the means to hatch them yet, and my chests back at the base are filling up with them very rapidly. Oh, let's see. Can I make that climb? I don't think so. No! Damn it. I was so close. So close. There's a spot over here. Yes, yes, good. Climbing is half the battle. This was a great idea. Oh, oh God, what happened here? Oh yeah, I was exploring around this area yesterday. The big ass bridge. The big ass bridge. This is a big map. I'm very impressed with the size and scale. That's redundant, but you know what I mean. Those things are fucking... They're eating him. God damn. Such monstrous savagery. Unspeakable violence. Why is combat music? Oh, hi there. That fucking death sound. We're all good. The music's still going. There must be somebody else here. Oh, some arrows just laying around. I'll take those. Milfirst Mephistopheles says, thanks for the long play / stream of this. Looks like something me and the kiddo can play together. I'd say so, yeah. It's... I mean, it may change when the guns get involved in the late game, but as far as I can tell, it's fairly family-friendly. Okay, there's one of those teleporter statues down. Oh, there's an effigy as well. I should go down there and get that. And then go and activate that statue. I've kind of assumed everywhere is hostile, but that could be like a perfectly normal town, so let's go and fucking see. And if it ain't, we can fucking leave. Hey, Chrono Strafe, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're just mucking about, as it were, as the Brits say. Okay, this doesn't look friendly. Small settlement. Looks abandoned. Oh, it's not abandoned. Oh, look! Reliable PIDF officer. I see. Oh, so we do have towns. We got towns with people in them. Eco Shadow of the Colossus vibe? I don't know. I don't really see it. Maybe it's just the empty, quiet world. Okay, look for caves. Noted. And what about you? Oh, it's the merchant. Hello. What do you have to say for yourself? Buy my shit. I got a bunch of shit I don't need. So, when I want to... Shit. Ass. Fuck. God damn it. Sell that. Wheat seeds. I should probably keep that. Yeah. I don't really need these. I don't need these. Here, buy my shit. Reduce my carrying weight. Let me see what else you have. Witch hat schematic. Witch bowler hat schematic. You better believe. You better believe I'm getting me one of those, motherfucker. I should probably research the repair kits. I'm going to need them at some point. Sandbag? Pals assigned to it will watch for approaching enemies. Okay. Different outfits for different environments. Hot spring. Recover sanity while in a hot spring. Oh, okay. So that's what I need those things for that I just sold to you. Noted. Alright. Alright. Okay, so I need to work on getting a facility built that will allow me to recoup the stamina, or the sanity rather, from the guys. Alright, I should probably refill some food as well while I'm up here. Go hunt down some chickens and cook them up. I don't know, what have I got for food here? I've still got a decent amount of food. Lord knows I have plenty of bread. Okay, so I need... to make a hot spring, I need PAL fluids. Okay, where do I get those though? That's the question. Where do I get those? Maybe it's in the... Uh-huh. Alright, that's not helpful. Alright, I gotta figure out where to get the fluids. Our precious bodily fluids. What? Need more fluid. How does one acquire PAL fluid? Is it like blinker fluid? Here you. You can't escape. Like, do you just get it from killing them? Do you pick it up randomly? You good there, little buddy? Y'all copacetic over there? I don't think I got any things out of this. Crafted a primitive workbench. Winning inventory unlocks recipe. Alright. Hey, Suicide Bird is back. That's good. I was worried. Guess he rests when I do. Holy shit. That's a lot of damage. Wow, that is not a high percentage chance. I got him. I won. Fan-frickin-tastic. Die. They give me anything? Anything good? I got some wool. Shit. Alright, well, my hope is that I'll be able to ride on that big horse thing that I got. It's a sense that it's entirely different if you're a white woman. Anyway, just gonna carry on. I need fluid. I need fluid in order to make a hot spring so that they don't commit Sudoku. More pals for the mines. Yes, yes indeed. Okay, so now the question is, how does one swim? Oh, swimming it drains it super slow. I see. You run slower when you're wet. All right, well, have a good one, Marunus Dagon. Thank you for showing up. We're glad to have you. I should probably redeem some of these at some point. Another new one. We're racking them up, boys. We're racking them up. And neighbors' kids are fucking around with my door again. They'll go out in the hallway and they'll just monkey with the doorknob for no reason. It's really fucking annoying. Oh, for a second I thought that was Vaporeon. You're like, hey, did you know that in terms of Pokemon breeding... I'll come back to that guy when I'm higher level. Try and catch him. This is safe. This is safe. This is a good idea. This is perfectly safe. So, usual room escape helper. I'm sorry, I can't figure out how to pronounce your first name there. You must be new here. Welcome. He says, I get that your whole lick is Battletech, but any other big things that you like? Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. I originally came from Warhammer 40k, like a lot of other people did, around the time GW started going off on their bullshit. I kind of converted, as it were. So that's a big thing that I enjoy. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings. I have a couple videos to that effect. And the thing that I care about that no one else does, I love the Green Hornet. So if you like the Green Hornet, I'm glad you exist, because I thought you were a myth. I thought I was the only one left. Stormcrow. Mage Leader does not like heavy metal music. Stormcrow is just being an asshole. Mage Leader has a deep-seated disdain for metal as a whole. Call you Anion? Onion? Your name is Onion now. Sorry, just gonna have to live with that. I'm gonna call you Onion. There's nothing you can do about it. Lieutenant Dude says, I got into Battletech when Razor mentioned it. Saw a few mechs in the video. Realized I played Mech Assault in high school. Yeah. Ed O. Green Hornet Radio Superhero Show. Yes, among other things. There was also a really good film serial, in fact a couple of them, that came out in the 1940s. And then there was a fantastic TV show in the 1960s. It's fine, onions have layers. It's true. As do ogres, or so I'm told. They are similar in that regard. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the Green Hornet. I absolutely I have a whole video on the Green Hornet. I believe I titled it Why He's Awesome and Why He's Dead. There's another effigy up top there. One of my other friends is playing Palworld too. There's a few of us. There's a few of us nerds playing Palworld these days. Defiant Mech Warrior 23 says, "Hello, watch the CGL video. Gotta say, very sus the goings." I assume the goings on. Yes, very much so. Catalyst is fucking up, but it's a day ending in Y. What can you do? It's more of a novel thing when Catalyst does something correctly, you know? That's always more interesting. Hey, Heretical Nerd, welcome back. Kato's boss's show. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the downside of the old Green Hornet show, is that Bruce Lee's involvement kind of overshadowed everything. So then when he left the show to go for other things, it kind of killed the show, and it got canceled after a single season. Which is a damn shame, because it was fucking amazing. It deserved better. It's incredibly tragic, but what can you do? What can you do? The 60s show was great. The 1940 film serials were great. The radio show is kind of what a lot of people know him from. He's been in a lot of different comics, ranging in quality from passable to oh my god, what the fuck, and we don't talk about the Seth Rogen movie. Better dead than remade for modern audiences. Well, see, funny you should mention that, because Green Hornet did get a modern audience film in 2011. And it sucked because it was Seth Rogen. Sealed Realm of the Invincible? No, thank you. I don't think I'm going there yet. I think I'll just keep exploring. We can come back to that later. We'll just enjoy the scenery. Oh my god, are they plagiarizing Halo Infinite with these fucking rings now? Everyone says they're plagiarizing Pokemon. But nobody's talking about this. I remember I saw the Halo Infinite trailer back in the day. Back when we thought that game might actually be good. Back when other people thought it might be good, because I looked at that and I was like, Halo, this is the same guys that made Halo 4 and 5, guys. Like, they've changed the art style. That doesn't mean that there's different people working on it now. Alright, boys. Beautiful. We killed the dudes with the guns and stuff. It's alright now. What, time Halo Infinite? No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I went back and played it, and it will not be good until they get rid of the core system. As long as the core system is still involved, it's still shit, and so is the progression. Progress is still locked behind challenges. It's bad. Now, what is this? Ruby, eh? Oh. Motherfucker thinks he can run from me, huh? Got him. Bottomless stomach. I see. I'm trying to read the chat. It's rare that it actually moves faster than I can keep up with it, but that's kind of the case tonight. There's some discussion about the ESG money in Catalyst. Look, I don't think that there's much ESG going on there. I think that there's a couple people in that particular company who are part of the modern woke movement, and the higher ups at Catalyst are afraid of being labeled as bigots or bad people, and so they just kind of cater to whatever they say. I think that's what we're seeing by and large with Catalyst right now. So, could they be taking some ESG money? I don't know, maybe. But they're not doing a whole lot to actually change the property itself, just kind of ultra-policing their communities, which doesn't really align with ESG stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to spot that in BattleTech anyway, because it was already inclusive. So, putting a chick in it and making her lame and gay, that's been a thing in BattleTech since it started, really. So it's not as easy to just point it and be like, oh yes, they're clearly taking money from the CCP or whatever in order to make their stuff shit. So yeah, I very much believe it's a case of activist staff. I do think that the company themselves, like the higher ups of the company, are somewhat activists. But I don't think that they're as malicious as the occasional bad actors that we've been seeing. Hey, get out of there. Don't hide when I'm killing you. Take the Yokotaro approach. Make my own polyamorous lesbian lance because I like girls and them being together. Both doing cute and hot things together. I mean, sure, like, that's your thing, that's your thing. It's whatever. You know, you just don't go inserting it where it doesn't belong. You know, politics is like a penis. It has its use, but don't go sticking it where it doesn't belong. You can quote me on that. Alright, where's the nearest teleporter statue thingamajig? McFucknut. Where is it? No one has to pay jerks to be jerks. Yeah, exactly. I haven't seen much to suggest that Catalyst is getting paid to do this stuff, like game, like they're not as big as a gaming company. Like that, you're not going to see an offer for stuff like that. Unless the company is like worth investing into. And Catalyst is not worth dumping money into. The IPs that they manage are niche. right? They're not big cultural touchstones like fucking Star Wars. Don't make that noise at me. Motherfucker blew his nose in my direction. I fart in your general direction. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. What is this? What is this? What? Is this just a fucked up light source? I think that's just a fucked up light source. That doesn't look intentional. Yeah, yeah, exactly, chat. I don't think that this is some grand conspiracy. This is just some people who are being assholes and generally making things difficult for other people because they get off on it. That's all that we're seeing here. I don't remember coming this way and activating that, but I guess I must have. Oh no, I've gone in a massive fucking circle. That's what's happened. Because that's the place where that boss thing is, where I was like, I'm not going that way. That would be dumb. I don't think I found any fucking fluid. That's what I came out here for. I don't know where the fuck to get that. Can I fast travel while there's enemies nearby? I can! Ha! Eat your heart out, Skyrim. Alright, well, regardless, I'll have to, like, fix some of my gear up and stuff. Grind a bit. Need a hot spring. These guys, their sanity is going down drastically. I gotta do something about it. Help me make these eggs. Are common food? Yes. Yes, they are. Still blows me away that Battletech is this niche thing, considering I was aware of mechware long before I ever heard the term Space Marine in my life. Well, it didn't used to be niche. It used to be a really big deal. It used to be bigger than 40k. But, you know, when FASA went under, it got small. You know, these sorts of things happen. Things come and go in the public consciousness. Oh wow, my spear's almost dead. Okay. How does one acquire... How is this going? Okay. It's good. We're producing more than we're consuming, so that's a sign of a healthy society. You played MechWarrior 5? Have I played MechWarrior 5? Motherfucker, I've got a whole video on it. I got a whole video on how to get started in that game and how to actually have a good time while playing it. Because it's not easy. It is a challenge to have fun while playing MechWarrior 5. The solution for any beginner is to mod the shit out of it. That's how you play MechWarrior 5. You mod the absolute shit out of it. And then you play it with friends. That's how you have fun with MechWarrior 5. See, maybe that merchant was selling some. Maybe I can get some PAL fluid from him, because I have no idea where I was getting it from naturally. Got some items in stock. Oh, thank God! You don't have what I'm after, motherfucker! What exactly is the point of you? Obtainable from Fire Pals. Yeah, I've probably got a fucking record of it somewhere. See if one of them drops it. Okay, so I have to kill penguins. Kill penguins to get fluid. Understood. Let's go fucking penguin hunting. Spoken to Blaine and get the impression he's getting stuff in place to make a tabletop stompy robot game based on Land and Sea. Dude, Land and Sea started as an independent, like, eventually it was going to get made into tabletop. That's always been his intention. Like, that's not a secret or a revelation. He's been pretty open about that from word go. My brother in Christ. Now, I haven't caught one of you yet. There's a Pokemon called Fuck. Awesome. Hey, motherfucker. Get back in the ball. You're mine now. Accept it. Damn right. Upgrade my attack power. I want to do more damage, goddammit. Oh. There's more thugs. Oh, they're getting absolutely blasted. Oh. Motherfucker got smoked. Where do you think you're going? Alright, well, there's bound to be some penguins down in this direction. A penguin, as Bugs Bunny would call it. I don't give a thwack. Yeah. Still want to finish up HBS Battletech? I mean, if you must. I wasn't a big fan of that game. The HBS Battletech demonstrated to me that the tabletop experience is a lot less fun when you're doing it against a computer. I can't think of any tabletop games that are actually fun against a computer as opposed to another person, because, like, tabletop games are social, right? We don't just play them because the game is fun, though that certainly helps. You know, we play these games because part of it is interacting with your opponent. It's enjoyable to play one of these types of games against another person. You know, playing games of chance where you're constantly rolling dice against a computer is more frustrating than anything else. Why are you trying to run from me? Huh? Come back. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna shoot you and fucking take your fluid. Son of a bitch. Waste of a perfectly good arrow. Whoa, that was a cool move. I have plenty of Pokeballs. I'm gonna keep throwing these at you till I get you. One way or another. I'm gonna catch you. You're gonna fucking accept it. Haha! Why did I do that? I mean, I still got the pal fluids I was after, but why did I catch it? I wasn't even trying to... I was trying to kill him to get his stuff. Why did I bother with that? That was stupid. Hey, look at me. I'm a moron. What? Up until that point, I was an idiot, but nobody else knew. Take it you don't like Mega Mech? I mean... No. It's... I mean, my issues with Mega Mech are largely that it's unintuitive and a pain in the ass to use. But... Total penguin massacre. Damn right. I have come here to kill penguins, chew bubblegum. I'm all out of bubblegum. You're all right. This one, real fucking ugly. This is an MMO. It's not an MMO as far as I've seen, but it does have multiplayer. I'm playing on a single... I think it works kind of in the same way that... well... I try to think of an equivalent game because I don't really play them. You can play multiplayer worlds, or you can play solo. And I'm playing solo. Whether it's got Whether it's got PvP or not, I don't know. I haven't really delved into that. Ugh. I've come here to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. I like how I'm practically on the other side of the planet. It's still giving me little updates about what's going on at home. This is like the equivalent in this world of leaving your phone on vibrate and it's just buzzing in your pocket all the time. The only thing I know about Palworld is causing the Nintendo drones to melt down. It really is. It's a beautiful thing. I will only ever be pleased to see Nintendo drones suffering. I was saying this on stream last night. Like, if you don't demand better from the companies that make the games you like, then you deserve what they give you. All right, like, you deserve it. You voted with your wallet. It's like people who voted for Joe that are all like, "Oh, the economy's so terrible, I can't afford anything." Motherfucker, you voted for him. This is what you voted for. Congratulations. You get, like, so scared of mean tweets you couldn't fucking handle. So you put a fucking borderline quadriplegic into power. A guy who can't even string a sentence together, but hey. At least he's never mistyped the word Fifi. Or whatever the fuck. I think I'd go so far as to recommend this game. Granted, I haven't played it a ton. I've been playing for a few hours. But, like, so far so good. Frame rate's taking a bit of a nosedive. Performance in general is okay. Should probably eat some shit. I just get rid of those mushrooms so I don't have to fucking deal with them anymore. There we go. It's a detour. A shortcut. Shortcut to what? Mushrooms! I guess I'm as ready as I'm gonna get. I may as well do this boss fight that the tutorial seems to want me to do. We'll see how this. The combat's a bit wonky, so we'll see how it goes. We'll start off the fight with the bonsai bird. 10-minute time limit? Oh dear. This could go badly. This could go very badly. Excuse me. Hello there. Well, well, well. Oh my. Wood. Sorry, what? He's got a lot of HP. Oh my god, that's all that did? Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Maybe this wasn't the best idea. Let's throw out this thing. Oh god, the frames. I don't think I can do this within the time limit. I'd like to know how that hit me. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna have to die. I can't win this fight. I literally can't win this fight. This is intended for multiplayer. I barely even scratched him. Yeah, I haven't even scratched him. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I'd drop out if I could, but you won't let me. I didn't pick very good teammates either. Go, chicken! Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and let this happen. Yeah. Yeah, this can't be done. I'll just go and smack him. Go all out. Fuck it, why not? Literally the most damaging thing I have did nothing to his health bar. Come on. Zap me to death. End it. Come on. Alright. Go ahead. Yeah. That's bullshit. Dropped all items and equipment. All of them, huh? All of them? Excuse me? Hold on. No. Dropped where you were knocked out. Where I was knocked out. So in the boss room? No. No, they fucking weren't. They better not have been. They better not have been, or I'm actually fucking uninstalling this shit. Because that is garbage. I'm not fucking playing around with that shit. You don't do that to me. You don't fucking do that to me. No, sir. That is garbage. That is actual you don't make it so I can't fucking back out of the fight and then punish me for having participated in it in the first place. Fuck you. That is actually trash. I will not stand for that. That is a game killer right there. I will not stand by that. Everything good I said about the game will go out the window if that's how this shit works. If I go back there and I have to re-enter the boss to get my stuff back, that's it. That's the end of the stream. We're done. Because, like, I enjoyed this game a decent amount, but not enough to fuck around with that. Not enough to fuck around with that. Alright, I can teleport back there, though. It's a teleport statue here. My loot had better dropped outside that boss area. was like, there was nothing I could do against that boss. Okay, looks like my loot is outside. Looks like it's outside. It is. Good. That looks like it right there. Okay. You're forgiven just this once, game. You were forgiven just this once. Okay. Alright. I forgive you. That was still bullshit, but I forgive you. Oh, man. That was not fucking fair. You guys saw the fucking health bar on that guy, didn't you? You saw that. Like, that was obscene. What? How in the fuck was I supposed to whittle that guy down? I mean, I guess I could have like used the wall for cover and just picked at him little by little, but like, fuck, dude, that would have taken me like a full hour. And there's no guarantee that like I would have actually survived long enough, or my gear would have survived long enough. I definitely need to bring different fucking pals in my party. Props to this guy. Holy shit. Guy has balls of steel. Get him, chicken. That's a comeback later encounter. No, that's a come do it with friends encounter. That's I can level up all day long, but like you barely increase your stats when you level up in this game. So I'm gonna say that's a don't come back until you're playing this in multiplayer type of thing. There's probably healing items and stuff as well. I'd probably capture this thing. That might actually work out. Yeah. Whoa! I'm pretty sure I dodged that actually, but alright. Hitboxes? What are those? Was this Dark Souls 2? Yeah! Oh, Jesus, there's no way to dodge that. There's no wind-up. Yeah, there is no wind-up to that. Armor is damaged and hot. Well, maybe rolling should put that out. Huh, maybe? Got him. Pikachu uses Glock. Alright, I clearly need healing items of some kind. Okay, this needs to be fixed. So I need to go back to where I started. That was good, though. That was good. Clearly, I'm not intended to be the person doing the fighting here. I am meant to be the guy on the sidelines who occasionally smacks them. It's very clear that you're not meant to be doing the bulk of the damage dealing. Glock at you, I choose you. Unless they patched in the last 6 hours or so, you can catch tower bosses? Really? Well, now that's interesting. Granted, you still have to damage them for to even have a chance. It's a gear check boss. I don't really see how it could be. Your gear is limited by your level. Like, you're just straight up not allowed to take better gear in. You can catch people and sell them? What? What? Oh, I certainly hope that's true. I want to try it. Next time I see one of those fucking... one of those thugs, I'm gonna try and catch him. See if it works. Legal routes pay shit. Black market slavery gets you the mucho money. Wow. Okay. Casual human trafficking. I like it. Upset and went to bed. Oh no. Yeah, no, I gotta get more of that fucking... Yeah, I gotta go get more of the PAL fluids. My guys are losing their sanity. And they're starting to get pissed. They'll know I'm a fraud, god damn it. They'll know I'm a fraud. They'll know that I don't actually love them. And that they're just slaves to me. They'll figure it out. And we can't have that. So now we gotta go grind some more of that shit. I'm hoping if I take that boss in there with me next time I go, it can actually achieve something. The problem is that it's water. And if this thing has elemental affinities, like I think it does... What the fuck is that? Is that a giant chicken? Please tell me that's a giant chicken. I want it. I want the giant chicken, goddammit. Get back here, you motherfucker. Oh, son of a bitch. Put the fucking torch in my inventory. No, give me my bow. Fight me, coward! Holy shit, that thing is shooting lightning bolts! It's a thunder chicken! Kill it! Shit. Come here, bitch. Come on. Whoa. That thing zipped past. Got him. That's a big one. That's a big boy. That's a big beefy boy. A lucky pal. See what special abilities they have. Maybe later. Where the fuck are all the penguins? This game might not be an MMO, but the spawn rates seem influenced by what you need, just like a real MMO. You guys be all over this fucking place. Where'd they go? I didn't kill them all yet. Not yet. I'll do that later. But, like, I haven't done it yet. Should nickname him Chad Thundercock. Oh, man. All I know is that the fucking frame rate took a nosedive when I started fighting him. Penguins! Penguins, 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 penguins. Penguins. Go, chicken! Draw their fire. Or water. Draw their water. Got him. Nicely done. We got some fucking fluid out of that. That's what I like to see. We're doing fantastic today. You love to see it, motherfucker. Where are the other penguins? I must massacre all the penguins. Egg. I keep thinking about Dr. Strangelove. The guy, the precious bodily fluids. Penguin. 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 Penguins. Alright, y'all motherfuckers. You asked for it. Should be more careful. Okay, how many fluids do I have? Do I have enough fluid? I need 10 fluid. Oh, I'm one short. God damn. I need to kill one more penguin. Just one more, I promise. I promise it will be the last one. Club Penguin Massacre. Old bow schematic, eh? Is that not what I'm using? You'd think they'd be around the water, but that would require using logic. And God knows we can't have that shit. What the fuck is that? Stop looking at me like that. It makes me uncomfortable. How do you get the juice? Well, it's quite simple. It works kind of like sperm whales do. You crack open the skull to get the spermaceti out, you know? You do the same thing with the penguins. The other water pile drop fluid? Possibly. But I found penguins. So... Son of... Bitch, fuck. Get back here. Okay. I got what I need. I can head back. Everything will be fine. Everything will be good. Everything will be fantastic. We'll go and we'll build a hot spring for all my little buddies. And we'll live another day on this earth without being suspected of anything untoward. It'll be fucking fantastic. Hate to point this out, there is a way to get double adjustment pals. Check your tech tree for a cleaver. A cleaver, you say, eh? A cleaver, you say? I don't see a cleaver. I don't see a cleaver. See bear traps? Jesus Christ. I'm almost to the point of unlocking assault rifles for the monkeys, so that's pretty fucking cool. Pal juicer? Oh my god. That's fucking morbid. Are there no fucking statues on this part of the fucking world over here? There's gotta be. There's fucking gotta be. There's gotta be. What is that noise? Oh, that's you. Alright. Bear traps effective against humans. I mean, they're not wrong. They are indeed. I may or may not have, in my time as an EMT, taking care of somebody who stepped into a bear trap. Though the funny thing is, I'm pretty sure the bear traps are actually illegal here, so there was that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I feel like bear trapping, if it's not illegal, it's at least frowned upon. EMT stories. Yeah, I've got a few. I mean, fortunately, I worked in a kind of quieter area, so most of it isn't all that outlandish. There's a few here and there that are a bit on the fucky side. What? There's a cleaver about level 13. I don't see one. Oh, there it is. Meat cleaver. Okay. Man, you gotta level up a lot to get good shit. Granted, I'm not doing a lot of things that get me experience. I'm just kind of... Ever see a chainsaw? Are you serious? I live in the woods. You think I've never seen a chainsaw? Kept getting calls for babies. I mean, delivery isn't all that bad. At least the ones that I had. For the most part, like, the thing with delivery is that it kind of happens on its own. You don't actually have to do all that much. You just kind of got to sit there and talk them through it. Like, it's stressful the first time, sure, because, like, they're yelling and screaming and it clearly hurts. But, like, it's not as bad as you'd think. It's like, think about it, for like thousands of years, humans were giving birth without any assistance whatsoever. Well, it's not like you're really needed there. Just some weirdo. It's going all right. I like baby. No, that's not what I meant. They don't just happen on their own. Delivery does. So, like, the actual birthing process is largely self-regulating, I guess, for lack of a better term. You're just kind of you're basically moral support, you know? Like, good job, you can do it. Keep it up. Keep it up. You're not actually really needed there. What? This is a bad idea. Why am I doing this? This is a bad idea. Oh, this is such a bad idea. Oh, this was such a bad idea. Oh, no. I'm drowning. Oh? Oh, oh, oh. Okay, so you don't drown. It just drains your stamina for when you get out. Okay, that is much better. Not delivery. Oftentimes it was post-mortem. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well that's different. Yeah, calls involving kids in that situation are really fucking hard. I haven't had many, thank God, but the few that I had were incredibly difficult. I had. I really only ever had one call that involved a kid's death. It was God. So when I was working as an EMT, I was technically younger than I was supposed to be, but like our ambulance company was short-staffed. I was in training, so they let me work the ambulance, kind of like I was fully certified, even though I wasn't yet. So I'm 17 years old, and doing some of this shit. And like when you're doing EMT work in a small town, one of the problems is that you run into people you know a lot. My dad's a pastor, and so like our church, we'd get to know a bunch of people. We'd recognize them from church. We had one call, and the whole like in the wintertime in Maine, right? You have this phenomenon known as black ice. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar. And it's essentially ice that just looks like water on the road. It's like you don't think much of it when you're driving past it. You're just like, oh yeah, this just looks like a wet patch, but it's actually super dangerous. So, these guys, they're driving along. It's a guy and his son. And they're, it's really a bad time for this to be happening. But they hit the patch of black ice. And it's a pickup truck, right? And it spins out, it rolls over. And the kid is sitting, I think it was like 7 years old. He was sitting in the passenger seat. And the vehicle rolled over. He was partially ejected. And the top of the cab rolled over him, right onto his gut. It took his legs right off. We identified him by his shoes. It was very messy. And there were parts of him left on the road. And my lieutenant, he looks at me like, new guy has to do the shitty stuff, right? He looks at me and he hands me a shovel and a garbage bag. And like you may have smelled rotten things in your life, but you've never smelled anything like a gastrointestinal bleed. Like when intestines get ripped open, the blood mixed with what's in there. It is I can still smell it, It's the worst thing that's ever existed. So, needless to say, at a young age, that was quite a thing to run into. And like when you're that age, you think you're invincible, right? But then this kid, he wasn't from our church, but he was. He did come to our VBS programs, the Vacation Bible School. A lot of churches do it as a summer program. Typically for about a week, the churches will do something nice for the kids in the community. They'll all come along and have a great time. But I recognize this kid as having attended. I was the one who knew who he was. And that kind of shattered that illusion that you get at that young age of nothing's gonna affect you, because like you're young, you're strong, you're gonna be fine no matter what happens. And it's just not how things work. I fell into a super deep depression over it for a while. It kind of was one of those things where you find out how the world really works, and kind of broke me for a little bit. At the time, I had a girlfriend I was dating. I'm not the kind of guy who was like super popular in high school. Let's be real. I'm sure you're all shocked, but I was not a lady killer. I'd only ever managed to really get one girlfriend in high school, and I'd convinced myself it was the only shot I was ever going to get. But she didn't want to deal with the shit that I was putting up with. And I found out, while all this is going down, and I'm going through some tough shit, she runs off to Massachusetts and starts banging another guy. And like, I was super invested in this girl too. Like, it was a big deal. Like, I was so into her. Like all this stuff came in at once, just all at the same time. So anyway, how are you guys doing? How are you? Look, I know it sounds really rough. I'm in a much better spot now. High school and college were kind of rough, but I'm in a much better spot now than I was back then. I don't have enough effigies for that. Women always want you to be the shoulder to cry on, but the moment you need support, they walk out on you. I mean, it depends on which one. Mrs. Mage is an incredible woman. Like, you want to talk about trust issues? I got fucking trust issues, okay? If anyone's gonna have fucking trust issues. Let's see. But these guys, I'm doing some swapping around. But like, I met Mrs. Mage at college. And it wasn't love at first sight like a lot of people say it is. That's not really a thing. I don't really believe in that. But we got along pretty well. I thought she was cute. But like, it took me a while to really develop that sense of trust that would lead to like a long-term thing. I dated a couple girls in college, here and there, nothing serious. But when I met Mrs. Mage, well, for context zero, like it was a Christian school, so not all the girls were as crazy. But we got to talking, right? And that was the thing, because like I'm not good at talking to women. I get super nervous around them. I trip over my own tongue. I say stupid shit that I have no idea where they even come from. I act like an idiot around them, especially when they're attractive, because I just, it's like my brain shuts off. So it's really hard for me to get comfortable with someone. But Mrs. Mage was part of a friend group. We had mutual friends, and we just started talking about random stuff. The thing that actually brought us together was Final Fantasy. We're both fans of Final Fantasy, the older one specifically. So we got to chatting about that. Our first conversation lasted like 3 hours. We just sat around chatting about it. And just totally geeking out about something we both had an interest in. And that kind of developed into a thing. This is back in 2016. So like the presidential debates were going on, like the Republican primary was being live streamed on campus. She went to that with me. And I spent the whole time making fun of like Donald Trump's hand gestures, and she thought it was the funniest thing she'd ever seen. So we just wound up having a really good time. And eventually that kind of it became a regular thing. We would meet up, we'd talk for a while about random stuff. And the moment that finally clinched it, where I realized that she was something special. Because like she was already cute and I was already interested, but like again, like trust was hard. But the thing that made me decide that she was the one that I wanted to seriously chase after was I was big into 40K at the time, and I just kind of casually mentioned it once. Like me and my buddies were all super into it. I mentioned it once during a conversation. And then like the day ended, she went back to her dorm, I went back to mine. We met up the next day, and she had, while I was, during the evening before going to bed, she'd watched a bunch of Warhammer 40K lore videos because she wanted to know what I was talking about, and she wanted to chat about it with me. So she'd seen something that I was passionate about, and she'd spent time learning about it because she knew that I cared about it. And that's a sort of selflessness that you don't see a whole lot, Like I'm sure, like she obviously enjoyed it. She goes getting into it too. But it was a thing where she kind of put her own interests off to the side in favor of someone else's. And that's the kind of person she is, really. Like that's what she does in just about everything. It's all about trying to make other people happy. And she's wonderful like that. It's really the thing that made me fall in love with her. So, I had a bad experience in high school, but having her around, just somebody that I could just be myself around and not have to worry about judgment or any people being dicks back or like collecting ammunition to use on you when you're vulnerable, because that's another thing that women do. I've never had to worry about any of that with her. So, she kind of turned my life around in a positive way. Because I was going through it for a while, and my friends at the time, they noticed it too. Like, I remember my buddy John told me one day, we were all just hanging out, and it was like I'm sitting there next to Mrs. Mage. We'd just started seriously dating, and he looked at me and said, "Hey, Mage, I don't think I've ever seen you this happy or relaxed." And he was right. Like, I didn't even realize it, but I felt so so content, you know what I mean? Just in my zone, just vibing. I mean, honest to God, I don't know where I'd be without her. She's just it's one of the best parts of my life. So you asked for a happy story. Somebody did. And there you go. I was in a tough spot for a while, but the right person can really make a massive difference. And that's the thing, right? Like if you're somebody who's trying to be kind to everyone they come across, it may seem to you like nobody gives a shit, or that it's entirely one-sided. But you have no idea the kind of positive impact that can have on somebody. Because like before I met her, I was so fucking miserable. I'd let that negative experience I had in high school kind of dominate my life. I'd use it as an excuse for when I was, you know, doing stupid shit or being an asshole to other people. It became a crutch. It became a shield from criticism, which is something that I hate seeing in other people because I used to do that shit. You know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, well, I'm being an asshole because of this thing that happened to me. And that justifies it. That makes it okay. Well, it doesn't. But I'd use it that way, to just as an excuse to act however I wanted. And it was such a miserable way to live. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. But you know, you get the right person there, and I realized like I didn't have to let that define me. I could still be a decent person. You know what I mean? Your first name is actually Mage. I'm not telling you what my real name is on stream, guys. Come on now. Yeah, if you guys want to know why the woke shit pisses me off so much, it's that victim mentality. Because I used to have that. I used to act that way. And it's such an embarrassment to look back on that stage of my life and be like, God, I was such a shitty person. I let a few bad things ruin my life for me. And the lives of everyone I came across. Because, like, I wasn't fun to hang out with. It's amazing I had friends at all. Is your dad's name Sorcerer or Wizard? I'm not telling you my dad's name. You can call him. Oh jeez. Now I have to think of a name for him. God damn it, guys! You're making me work. Make me use my brain. You should never do that. What? How dare you? Make me apply myself. Get him, Vaporeon. Let's change the subject. Let's get back to the game. You guys aren't here to hear my fucking sob stories. You guys are here for Pokemon with guns. Oh my god, it has a super low % chance. Oh my god! Oh my god! No wait, there's a whole lore entry for it and everything. It's actually a feature. It's actually a feature. It's not a bug. It's a feature. That is amazing. It's considered inhumane. Well, gee, I wonder why. All right, let's up the attack power again. Why not? I just want to see if I could do it. I'm amazed. I am amazed. Nice surprise adoption. Mage Leader's dad would be called Sage Leader. That's actually pretty good. I like that. I like that. Because Sage implies wisdom, you know? My dad is a very wise man. I love my dad. Like, I have one of the greatest families you could ever ask for. And I'm like super privileged in that regard. I love my dad. How'd you grow up to not be a shitty person? My dad. My dad did it. I give him all the credit. He's my dad. My dad's the best. Alright, let's research some tech. I haven't actually done anything with this in a while. Nail. Probably going to need that. Primitive furnace. High quality workbench. I can give him a submachine gun. You better fucking believe I'm going to do that. You fucking better believe I'm going to give him a submachine gun. I give myself some metal things. Metal axe, metal pickaxe. It only took me, like, what, 5 hours? 6 hours? To get to the point where I can make metal tools. Not a metal weapon, not yet. Oh, I can totally make these tundra and, like, heat outfits. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go do that. Go back to the base and do some of that. I've been exploring. There's a cave here, though. There's a cave. Enter dungeon. Oh. Level 13 boss. Alright, we won't go there yet. I know better. How are my friends doing? How are they doing? Good, we fixed the sanity issues. Hell fucking yes, guys. Absolutely love to see it. Okay, got some new things in production, eh? A furnace. Oh wow, that's going to take forever. So, Champ Diamond Foot, see you're playing this as well. How are you enjoying it? I've been liking it pretty well. I think it's decent. I don't know if I'll no life it. I'm reaching the point where it's starting to get a little bit more tedious, but we're doing all right. I'm gonna give this to my daydream here. Why did he... What's it doing? No. Okay. It must be party. Can I... How do I give it to him? I crafted one. Did it just give it to him automatically, or what? How'd I get fucking spark plugs? Ancient civilization parts. These must be for selling. These must be for selling. Must be. Alright. I didn't even look at the stats to see what that necklace did. I just built it. I was like, yeah, it's a thing. It must be good. If I could see Razor play it, probably not. Need more slaves. I'm maxed out at the moment. I gotta build another berry plantation. Well, I've got the materials. Fuck it. We ball. There, now I can upgrade the place. Put in another bed. What are you motherfuckers? Build it, motherfuckers. Come on. Let's go. Alright, now I can deploy another guy here. What do I need more of? That's the question. Oh my god, I can. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 I actually feel terrible. I actually feel terrible. This is all... No, this is bad. This is so bad. Oh, that's... No, go back in here. I can't even look at it. I can't even bring myself to look at it. It's too horrid. Put him in. There you go. We'll let you do your thing. Whatever that may be. Actually, we probably need another grass guy. Oh, we have two of them. They can both plant, I believe. Yeah, they can both plant. We'll need another water guy then. Get the thwack out of there. Get the thwack out of there. There are two guys for watering. Okay, he's lumbering. That's the only issue. That's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Still not entirely sure what that accomplishes. Think that is indentured servitude work release. I will not do so. How does one offer PAL souls to enhance your PAL stats? Okay. So this is how you get them to be fucking baller. I'll put them all in the same one. This guy's gonna be fucking tough, dude. He's fucking tough. Are you now a lich? Look, I literally am finding these things just on the ground. I should see about the hat and shit, because I got a bunch of blueprints and shit. Should see about that. It's like I can build. Oh, I need 15 cloth to make a hat? God damn. Whoops, wrong one. Help me make this, Mr. Penguin. Let's make some cloth. By the way, Celery makes for a better glider than the glider itself. I was not aware I could use it as one. Interesting. Let's make a fucking hat. Let's make a fucking hat. I am going to go around the entire world wearing a fucking bowler hat, and nobody can stop me. It's just how this shit's gonna be. Where do you think you're going? Oh, he's hungry. Alright. Yeah, you do that then. I'll just keep making this hat by myself. Motherfucker. Fucking right. That right there. That is peak. That is the pinnacle. It does not get any better than having a fucking bowler hat. Alright? It just doesn't. Bowler hat guy. Yes. Based reference. That's a great movie. Alright, should probably repair some of my shit. The most common hat in the Wild Wild West. I don't know about most common, but it was a fairly popular one. I think the bolero might have been a bit more common, depending on which part of the West you're in, I guess. The bolero was popular in multiple countries. Tucks in a flintlock rifle? Yeah, right. See, I'm at level 11 now. What can I get otherwise? I can get a 3-shot bow. Fires 3 arrows simultaneously, only consumes 1 arrow per shot. I mean, it'd be stupid not to. Wood, stone, and fiber, eh? I mean, I may as well just go ahead and make that, because, like, it only uses one arrow, but it fires 3 arrows. Like, that's better than my bow in every way. Wait, I was gonna make some fucking metal tools too. I should probably do that. I think I need ore for that. Bows and axes are fun and all, but for guns, I haven't unlocked those yet. Those are higher level. Gotta work your way up to that. Waiting to craft. Motherfucker, get to work. Alright, well, let's see. I can make some metal tools now. Or not. They don't appear here? Hello? Do I have to build the improved one in order to do that? High quality workbench. Ingot. I'm guessing I'll need the furnace for that. Whoa, hold on, my chat disappeared. Oh, okay, it's back. Okay, so there's actually nothing I can do there for that. I just have to let the little fire guy do it. If he can find his way over here. Where is he? Where is he? Probably got stuck somewhere. Let's try doing that and then doing that. Where are you fucking going? If you're hungry, you should go to where the food is. It's over there, you dumb bastard. Who hasn't eaten? That's the problem with having this base area, is that they keep getting stuck on things. Maybe I need to move some of this. We'll move the repair bench there. There. Maybe that'll help their pathfinding a little bit. It would be nice if I could, like, pick up and move the things as opposed to having to disassemble and reassemble, but it is what it is. Okay. Everyone's in good condition. We're doing great. Is this one of mine? I don't think it is. That's actually... That's just a wild one that wandered in. I think that repair bench might have actually been a big part of the problem. God, what a clusterfuck this is. There's so many things. I mean, I'm sure all this stuff will be improved with time. It is early access, so I'm not going to knock it too hard. 7-Eleven. Oh, 8-Eleven. God damn it. So appreciate some of the character designs here. He's happy. Aww. Aww. That is the sweetest thing I've seen in a long time. Alright. Got my ingots ready. Thank you. So, high quality workbench. I need more ingots. I do not have enough ingots still. I need nails. I need nails, eh? Oh, and you make nails out of ingots? Oh, that's annoying. How many do I need 10 nails. And there's how many for... There's, what? 1 for 2? 1 for 2. So I need 5. Need to use 5 ingots. We're just going to sit here and do this for a while. This is the game, guys. I hope you like it. Alright, and we'll go get some more ingots. So I think... Yeah, I need to make the high quality workbench. That's what I'm after. Okay. So what is this? What does this do? Fiber? Oh, I can make fiber out of wood. Ah, okay. Well, that's neat. That's pretty friggin' neato. Okay. I built that thing just because it was part of a base expanding quest. I never actually bothered to look at and see what it did. Playing some Ready or Not. I've tried Ready or Not. Oh. We're over encumbered. I've tried Ready or Not. I'm not a big fan of it. It needs a lot of work. The friendly AI needs to be improved drastically. The enemy AI needs to be toned down drastically, and it's been a long time since the game came out, and it's still not fixed. You know, they had a bunch of new missions and stuff like that, but like, you haven't fixed the core of the game yet, guys. Get your priorities straight here. Got to make the game actually good first. I have a bunch of stuff I don't really need as well. I can probably store a good amount of this. I don't need the Tundra outfit right now. Just put it there. Leave that. So we'll want to make the ingots. Want to make the ingots. Ready or Not is only fun when your friends are all ex-military cops who engage in police brutality. The game is fun with friends. Because you can actually count on your friends to watch your back a little bit. Or do something like pull rear security. Never mind that the AI was perfectly capable of doing that in SWAT 4 back in like 2005, whenever the fuck that game came out. But it's apparently too much for modern devs to handle. But Ready or Not needs more work. For tactical shooters, I kind of stick with the old faithful. I go with the old Ghost Recon and Rainbow Six games. I play SWAT 4. If I want a modern tactical shooter, I tend to go toward Ground Branch. The Suspect AI still has laser aim. Yeah, they keep saying they're gonna fix that, and they never fucking do. God, I still need more ingots. Holy shit. God, this is so fucking tedious, man. Back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed while playing Ready for Not is that you'll just be like, yeah, I'm going to walk past this window. It's like, oh yeah, well, one of the suspects 500 yards away happened to glance in your direction and shot you through that window. It's like, oh, okay, thanks, game. Those guys will dome you like you wouldn't fucking believe. Play Arma 3. Yeah, I played Arma 3 for a while. I had a decent group I was running with. It was a good time. Well, I mean, Zero, I'm not gonna call it lazy because I'm pretty sure Ready or Not is an indie team. So, like, you know, I'm not expecting AAA game quality out of it. But, you know, when it comes to a game as complicated as a tactical shooter, I kind of need devs to be on their A game with that. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Arma 3. I frequented a server there. I played with some guys in that server. I had a great time. I do kind of miss it. We did full PvE, so like the whole thing was set up with hey. Oh, it's nighttime. Everybody's got to stop working. Is this what Jeff Bezos feels like on a daily basis? Must be. I was hoping there'd be more community support behind Arma Reforger, but they haven't really latched onto it like they did with Arma 3. Most of them still play Arma 3. And it's like, dude, Reforger is Cold War gone hot. How is that not the cooler option for you? Apparently it's not. Apparently it's not. Alright, friends. Let's all pitch in. Okay, so here I can make the iron things, right? Old bow. Uncommon variant. What's the difference? There's the 3-shot bow. Metal axe. Need more fucking ingots. It's alright. We'll go make some more. Another civilization has reached the Iron Age. I can afford to go and do some of that, I guess. There's more ore down over yonder. So what weapon, tack shooter weapon you picking? I always gone UMP. UMP is a decent choice. I tend to go... I mean, it depends on the game, because they all function a little different depending on which game you're playing. If I'm playing Rainbow Six 3, which I do frequently, I go with the MP5 because it's kind of just the best all-around serviceable gun in that game. I tend to run MP5 on a lot of them. It's, you know, it's a solid little SMG, but in semi-auto mode it works fine. It's nice and compact. You can put a suppressor on it without too much trouble. If the FAMAS is an option, I'll run with that just because I really like that gun. Any game that lets me use a Tavor, like a TAR 21, that I will do because I think that's a really cool gun as well. Reforger hasn't gotten all the tools down until recently. A lot of modders are getting used to the new engine. Yeah, I know, but like, there were people who ran like vanilla Arma 3, and you know, have had some great servers for that. There's just there's nothing. Nobody's playing Reforger. That's the problem. It's like no one's taking the time to actually learn Reforger because I mean, like, why would they? They've put so much time into Arma 3, and that game's still playable. AN-94, that's a cool gun. Absolutely. I do use the P90 a lot. I mean, it's not a great gun, but I like it. It's kind of cool. Any gun that allows me to use a G11, I will use a G11 because it's stupid and I love it. I don't need to do that yet. All right. Yeah, Call of Duty Black Ops let me use the G11. Should I have used the G11? No. Thing's fucking terrible. But I used it anyway, because it's fun. It looks cool. And what else do you fucking want out of a weapon, huh? Functionality? What are you, a nerd? You don't need functionality. You got a cool gun that looks like it's from space. Jackhammer because it pisses some people off. Yeah. I mean, I'm one of those people typically. I don't like the I don't even like the way the jackhammer looks, to be honest. The only game I remember using a jackhammer in that I actually liked using it in was Cold Winter. If you remember Cold Winter on PS2, that game was the fucking shit, man. That's one of the most underrated shooters of that console generation. If you've never played Cold Winter, you should. Hunt it down somewhere. That's a good time. Oh, I got a message from Blaine. Hang on a second, I'm going to answer this real quick. All right. Pancore Jackhammer was great in Max Payne. I've never actually played Max Payne, believe it or not. I have it, but I think I played like the first couple levels of the first game. And I guess I just wasn't really vibing with it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just I guess I just wasn't in the mood for that type of game at the time. I was like, I'll come back to this, and then I just never did. But yeah, like if I'm playing a tactical shooter, I'll typically go for a weapon that isn't super common, like not your typical M4, M16, that type of thing. I like to go for the less commonly used stuff that's still cool. I'm something of a gun hipster. I'm the weirdo who thinks that the C93 Borchardt is the best early semi-auto handgun. I stand by it though. I stand by that opinion. It's better than the C96 because it has a detachable magazine that goes through the hand grip, as opposed to loading from the top with clipper strips. That fact alone makes it better. It's still an impractical, unergonomic nightmare of a weapon to use, but so's the C96. All the guns from that period are that way, but the C93 has all the same problems those guns have, but with the slightly added bonus of having a more modern style magazine. Luger's a better version of it. Well, yeah, but the Luger doesn't count because it came out later. It's a different category of weapon. The C93, don't look at the Luger as like the improved Borchardt. Look at the Borchardt as the prototype for the Luger. An early Luger. If you go for cool, then why the FAMAS? Because the FAMAS is cool. Fuck you. Webley pistol? Yeah, the Webley's neat. I'm not really a revolver guy, but I like the Webley. As revolvers go. God, I'm being pinged. I'm being pinged all over the place. Fortunately, I'm waiting for this thing. Give me just a second while I check this. God, Discord lags so hard. Okay, we're good. Let's check up on some shit. We're good. Colt 1903, Type 14 Nambu. Oh, that's actually cool. That is actually cool. Build medieval medicine workbench. All right, well, let's see. I want to build a metal pickaxe. Yeah, the Colt 1903 is pretty neat. See, and then a metal axe. Yeah. I also really like guns that, like, even if they're not good guns, if they have an interesting history to them, sometimes that's worth it for me, you know? So you know, in the spirit of that, let's talk about the Mosin Nagant, because that's not a good gun, but I like it because it has really cool history. I wouldn't want to use a Mosin Nagant in battle. I wouldn't want to use it for much of anything. But it's cool because of how it was used for so long. Like, it's still in use in some places. Like, they've turned up in fucking Ukraine. Like, there are some poor Russian bastards that are getting issued Mosin Nagants instead of proper weapons. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that shit? build another chest. Build a couple more chests. Why not? Put some things in there. It's like we don't need these, really. Yes, I have heard of Zach Hazard and Mike Burnfire. I was talking about them a little bit last night when I was streaming. I watched Zach Hazard for his army stories because they're hilarious. I was talking about the best one that he has is the one where he talks about getting mortared and sleeping through mortar strikes. That one is so fucking hilarious. I got some guys that I work with who are veterans, like combat veterans from the same area. I showed that to one of them. Like for those who don't know, the basic gist of it is that he's in Afghanistan. I can't remember if it's Iraq or Afghanistan. I think it's Afghanistan, and their base would get mortared constantly. So like, they get mortared at night, and all the NCOs or whatever would wake everybody up and make them get in the hallway of the barracks so they can keep track of them all and like have accountability of where everyone was, which Zach absolutely hated doing because he's like he would just sleep through the mortar strikes anyway because he was so adapted to them. But also, like, if he was going to die in a mortar strike, he wanted it to happen while he was asleep. So what he did was he was in the motor pool and saw a bunch of like Kevlar blankets that they used as sort of like additive armor on these things, and he got one of these things and he fixed like a duct tape handle to it and put it next to his bunk. So when a mortar strike came in, he put his combat helmet on, rolled himself up in this thing like a burrito, and just rolled over, went back to sleep. So everybody's freaking out because there's a mortar strike going. They're like, "Get in the hallway! Get in the hallway! Where's Hazard? Where is he? Where is he?" And they got his sergeant or whatever like pokes his head into his room, sees the Kevlar burrito laying on the bed and goes, "Oh, Hazard's fine," and shuts the door. I love that story so much. "Oh yeah, he's fine." Gets me giggly. I'm giggly because I'm tired. I haven't slept properly for like 3 fucking days. This last video project has been stressing me out like you wouldn't fucking believe, dude. Like, trying to sort the fact from fiction on that. Trying to figure out what was actually going down. Took so much fucking energy out of me. I was nervous the whole fucking time. And at one point, somebody was like, "Hey, they might be able to sue you over this." That didn't end up being a thing. Somebody overreacting. But it got me worried there for a second. Like, oh shit, am I going to get people in trouble? So, like, I'm fucking tired, dude. I may go to bed here before long. Because like I'm not even really playing at this point. I'm just wandering around collecting materials. It's probably not all that interesting to watch. What was I even gonna build? I was gonna build something. I need like a medieval medicine workbench. What even is that? Oh, I need to level up before I can get that. Need more fucking nails. All right, well I'll make some nails, I guess. I'm gonna need 5 nails. That'll give me 6. Not sleeping till the sun comes up. Yeah. There might be an arsonist at large in your area. Oh, well, that sucks. Did I tell you guys that I was in Lewiston the night that shooter was doing his thing here in Maine? I mean, technically, like, it wasn't Lewiston itself. It was Auburn, but like, if you know the Lewiston Auburn area, they're basically just two halves of the same town that are separated by a river. They're a pair of cities that are just next to each other. It's basically just one big one, but there's a river that runs through the middle, so they divide it into two. So I was on the other side of the river from it, but it was like within like 2 miles of where I was. It was one of those situations where, like, if we picked a different spot to eat that night, I think I mentioned it on Twitter after it happened. I was fucking pissed, dude. Like, you don't understand. That type of shit doesn't happen here. We don't have violent crime in the state of Maine. It's just not a thing. Like, I don't even bother to fucking lock the door on my car most of the time. Like, it's just there's no crime. Unless I'm in Lewiston, ironically. That was before this happened, because Lewiston is like the crime town. If we were going to have a shooting, it would be in fucking Lewiston. But man, like, I don't buy that shit at all. We don't have stuff like that here. Not without outside influence. And the details on that shit were so fucking fishy, dude. Suspect a glow up? Don't suspect it. Believe it, dude. Because there's no fucking way. So, like, here's the thing, right? The guy is clearly troubled. He's been troubled for a while. The feds know that he is, because he's been in active military service, medically discharged for that shit, right? So they already know that he's a troubled individual. Shouldn't have access to a gun. Prime candidate for the yellow flag law that we already have, which we shouldn't have, but we do, to come in and swoop in and take his guns away. Rather than doing that, you know, what if we push things toward a red flag law by letting him keep his guns, or, you know, possibly giving him the exact same fucking loadout that's turned up at all the other mass shootings recently? Mysteriously, they're all using the exact same gun with the same attachments. You know? Just you know, slightly suspicious. So, you know, I mentioned that I worked as an EMT. Well, I still have a lot of friends in this area who still work as EMTs, and some of them responded to this particular scene. There are a couple details that were pretty fucking interesting. So, one of them is that the FBI was on scene before the state police even got there. You wanna know where the closest FBI outpost is to us? It's in Boston. Somehow, these guys, we had FBI in Lewiston, Maine, before the state police showed up, within an hour or so of the shooting going down. Before the state police even got there, there were already FBI on the scene. Logistically speaking, not possible. Unless they already knew something was going to go down. Then, you know, there's a manhunt across the whole fucking state for like 3 days as they try to find this guy. Well, they find him like a mile or so away from where the shooting happened. And I know some of the guys who examined the body, and they tell me 2 gunshot wounds to the head. 2 of them. 2 bullet holes. So you know. So you know. That shit doesn't just glow. That shit reflects sunlight from orbit. It's the fucking moon. There's glowing, and then there's just straight up being made out of sunlight. It's outrageous. The news stopped reporting on it pretty damn quick, but you know we were finally making progress toward getting the yellow flag law repealed. And what happens? This goes down, and suddenly we're no longer looking at getting rid of the yellow flag law, even though it did no good for anybody and didn't prevent the shooting. So you know, proof that they don't work. No. We're actually thinking of expanding it into something even worse. Awfully convenient, the timing on it. It's just too many fucking things. Too many fucking things. It doesn't pass the sniff test, guys. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, they didn't say what part of the head he was shot in. But they did say that there were 2 gunshots in the head. Which, no matter if that was in the front or the back, if you shoot yourself in the head and it doesn't work, do you do it again? That's kind of silly. The shooter have information on Hillary's emails. No, he was just a conveniently placed, troubled individual. Everyone's like, how could they engineer something like this? Like, it doesn't take all that much. It's not like the FBI doesn't have a history of grooming people. Ah! Fell down. You're like, that sounds so far-fetched. You're like, does it? Have you seen any of the shit that the FBI has ever gotten up to in the history of ever? They're not only capable of this, they are perfectly willing and able. I should start gathering up some more food. Trying to run low on my reserves here. That'll probably be priority 1 when I come back. I think I'm going to call it here. Because I'm fucking exhausted. Fortunately, I have the day off tomorrow, too, so I can just kind of hang out and chill and relax. Spend some time with Mrs. Mage. Now that you guys know how our relationship is and just how much I absolutely adore her, you can understand. I'm looking forward to spending some time with her. Fantastic woman. All of you should be jealous. She's just the greatest. That's my plan for tomorrow. I'm fucking tired. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, guys. This was a great time. I don't have anything else to say because I'm fucking words don't work right now. I'm going to bed. Have a good night, guys. Till next time, Mage Leader signing off.